You have probably heard about the Avatar Mountains. Yes, this place from the movies is real and it's on the bucket list of everyone who visits China. Isn't it pretty?
But here's the problem. Almost every travel guide we read said it's impossible to go to during the winter.
I really didn't want to hear that.
Because the weather conditions might be too rough and it's quite hard to reach during off-season. So we're potentially wasting time and money to go to a place that might be completely closed. I'm not sure, it left a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth.
Yet, here's the thing, we're in China only once and yeah, we're still gonna try. So let's go get ourselves a train.
We are currently in Zhangjiajie, which is about 850 kilometers from the place we want to reach. And in order to get there, we need to take a metro, a train, and then a bus or a taxi.
It looks like an arrow.
Five hours and 8 minutes.
Well, here we better go.
We have made it to Zhangjiajie.
I'm actually surprised. It's relatively warm out here, like from what we read. It seemed like horrible and icy and cold and foggy. Yes, it's foggy.
We still have hope for the next days.
Yeah.
And we don't know how cold it's going to be up there. So now we need to get to the city called the Wulingyuan. And we cannot find any buses, so I think we're going to try off the taxi.
Somebody just answered our taxi call. Now we just have to recognize the number plate. 02852.
Yes, right. That's the guy. Are you going?
Yeah. And there's a $10 parking. I absolutely hate it when it happens. It's saying that there's a parking fee of $10, which I really doubt.
No, we already paid. We already paid for the ride. We already paid through the app.
Now he's changing his story, that he wants to pick up other people on the way.
I think in these sorts of situations you have to stay firm because they're always trying.
We're moving. About 6.5 minutes of this. Yes, in China, drivers can ask you road tolls and also parking fees, but if it happens, they have to add it in the app, so that makes it transparent, and also they cannot ask you extra money. Yeah, we just made it to our hotel and he started asking for money again.
I'm not sure, it left a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Did he really want 10 extra dollars for the ride? I don't know. I feel a little bad.
I hope this is our hotel. Ni hao, hello.
Today, where are you going? Or tomorrow, where are you going?
We are still making up a plan.
We just got given a map by the ladies. It was the first hotel where they spoke English, which was weird.
That is actually true. 509.
509, 50.
Okay.
Oh, are you joking me? I just realized why you put me in charge of booking hotel.
Yes, this is why I put you in charge of booking hotel.
You can hug me if you want to. Okay, the jacket came off and let's have a look at the room. Big, beautiful bed.
A bed where we will not meet at night.
Then, in the middle of the room, we have a hot tub. This is actually super cool. I've never seen anything like this before. Our view is like this.
It's a bit cloudy still, but it's warmer than I expected. Thought it was gonna be like already 0 degrees.
And if anybody's wondering, I think it's thanks to the off-season.
Yeah.
But this room cost us €38 a night. I don't know, in America, a room like this, 300?
300, definitely.
But anyways, enough with the hotel thingy. Let's have some serious talksies. I'll sit you down on the table and like parents when a kid has done something bad.
What have I done?
No, we're talking to the camera, not to each other.
Ah, okay.
We're talking to the camera.
Okay, I thought I was gonna get scolded.
No. You're a lovely human being. You make this world a better place.
I hope so.
Yeah. So let's talk business. First of all, I don't know why we were told that it would be so hard to come here in the winter. They said it's especially bad in December, which we're right in the middle of at the moment. What have you read?
What I read was that everything's closed, don't go, it's not worth it. And we almost skipped it. Because we read don't worth it, don't go. But we made it here. And we're gonna go to the park tomorrow.
So far we've figured out that trains drive even in December.
Trains are freaking amazing. I love trains. Trains are great. These are the only things in the world that make sense.
She really understands trains. I slept like an angel. Liisu had a nice bath last night.
Also, Joe had a nice bath.
Hey, prove it. When they say that I chose the room with the bathtub for Liisu, it was a lie. But now, is this place actually worth visiting in the wintertime?
Ready to go?
Yes.
Are you though?
What did I forget? What did I forget?
Dude, 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 dude.
Hey, tell me. Tell me. Oh. She's always right. I'm telling you, she's the line, she's the structure. I'm the color.
You're chaos and
I leave it
destruction.
over the lines always. And first up, we should try to find the bus that would take us to the front gate of the national park itself.
No, we're walking to the National Gate Park and then we're taking a bus.
Amount of research Joe has done. On the other shore of the river, ladies are just doing laundry over there. So where do our nice clean sheets come from? Straight from the river. I think we can get the ticket somewhere here.
I can only hope so.
They should be valid for 4 days. And they cost 225 yuans per person, so... Yet now we need to find a way to continue.
Hello.
Hey. Next to us are signs. This says 20 minutes waiting time. On the bottom it said 30 minutes waiting time. So in the summertime, the waiting lines are gonna be long.
请通过，已检票。请通过。
Yeah, this security check as well, it only scanned our face.
I absolutely hated that. That we are now part of the face recognition system. There's no other way.
Oh wow, we're starting to see the sharp tips of the mountains. Freaking gorgeous. Holy smokes. That cable car was really like a wake-up call where we actually have came to. That was so impressive.
Where can we get out?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Here next to me you can see what happens in many tourist hotspots here in China. We had to go off the road to actually pass the group.
It's bloody mission passing them. You really don't want to let people pass.
If in the winter there's so many people around.
I really can't imagine how bad it is in the summer. Whoop. Yes, very good, Kitty.
You found someone?
I found Kitty and they gave me permission to pet. Yes, gave permission. I got cat's permission. I don't have food, I'm sorry.
Holy smokes.
I think we have peaked.
I think we have peaked. Like, you can still hear, it's not the sound of the nature, it's the sound of 17 tour groups up there. But we have found this small little quiet corner and this is the view. Just look at that. This is just absolutely stunning. You can see the trees on top of the pillars. Tell us about the pillars themselves.
They are made of quartz sandstone, formed like 400 million years ago. And a lot of the pillars, they're like 200, 400 meters high. And then they have trees on top of them. And due to erosion, all the rest of the land that was between the pillars has washed away.
It's absolutely stunning. Yeah, just a beautiful example what nature can do when given enough time. I expected this place to have snow. I expected this place to be wet and slippery. It's about 10 degrees, maybe 7 to 10 degrees. Can't wait to see what the real Avatar Mountains look like. Like the spot that is actually known as the Avatar Mountains. I did not expect to see that. McDonald's in Avatar Mountains. It's unreal how many food stalls there is all around. Yeah, I feel like in the summer they might be full, but at the moment there's like barely few people who's here eating. Yeah, if your legs are old, then there's gonna be quite a lot of guys trying to tell you that they will carry you.
You sit. You carry it. They sit. It's very aggressive.
Or you sit.
Good. And now we go.
This is how you make friends. Yes, you guys can drop me.
Oh, sorry.
That was the free demo version.
Sorry.
Yes, yes.
Bye bye.
A rare sight of sun here in the mountains. I'm very surprised. Don't know how long it lasts, but we have to enjoy it. We have now taken a road that is not on the map.
But the sign showed that this place is called One Step to Sky and it's 3 kilometers. And for the first time today, it's quiet. We can hear the nature. Warm prompt. Pay attention to safety. My question is, which one is the cold prompt? Why such signs are funny to us is just that, like, the relationship that Chinese people have with English, it's abusive at best. Here are a couple of examples. Price ceiling, 480 RMB/sedan for the whole journey. Friend, this is a natural oxygen bar with a rich content of negative ion. Apes worried about climbing.
That could be you.
And the weird part is that, like, it's coming from a guy who actually has a quite abusive relationship with English. I sometimes come up with my own words.
Capacity.
Modern,
Complicity.
modernistic.
Modernistic. Touristic.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Joe, I think we're actually lost. Because this road should not be going down, it should be going up. Because we're way down. We should be getting to the Avatar Mountains, but I think we've gone down from the cableway.
I really didn't want to hear that. Holy smokes.
So we were hiking to one step to the sky, but then we realized that we're actually down the mountain now.
So before we head to the spot that is actually known as the Avatar Mountains, like the main site,
we're gonna do a little bit of a valley canyon hiking before we head back up.
I really can't believe how hot it has gotten. I don't know how it would feel like in the summertime when there's plus 30. Just look at that. They're just towering hundreds of meters above us. The guy on the lower branch, he has like a swing car. It's pretty cool. Once again, we got through a huge group of tourists.
I think it's just that they are brought to places where there's infrastructure and toilets and where it's easier for the tour guides. Stairway to heaven.
That's pretty awesome. Those things just make you feel so small.
This has to be at least like 200 or 300 meters.
At least.
On Samara from the ring.
I think that's one of the best views we've gotten so far. Like we're on the level with the pillars, like halfway up.
Way up there.
Can't wait to see what the real Avatar Mountains look like. It's gonna be crazy. Why? There's a whole flock of birds just ravaging the trees above our heads. They sound super beautiful. I'm pretty sure we've been walking for about 1.5 hours. We've reached the first peaks and you can see around us fog and cloud is already picking up again.
It's absolutely crazy that once you get away from the crowds, basically all of the viewpoints are completely empty. And they're way better than the ones up there.
From up here you can really see that there's just a small little layer of soil on top of each of the pillars. Probably like, I don't know, 5 centimeters thick, a little bit of pine needles, a little bit of other stuff. And although there's like 1.5 meters walkway where we're moving, then I would rather be on the side of the cliff. This little guy was living his best life, just letting different people feed him. He was sitting there like You want photo? You give banana. And this one here is called the first bridge in the world.
That's completely true.
Honestly, like, I'm feeling a little bit eerie up here. I can't be the only one. It doesn't happen often, but I have this anxious feeling.
Joe, are you okay?
I'm not very keen of heights, and knowing that we're on top of those pillars at the moment, and like the drop down is 500 meters or so.
Can't believe we almost didn't come. I can't believe it.
Now we made it to the main spot. The sun is exactly at us, but just the towering pillars. And yeah, this spot here is called the Avatar Mountains. Like, the weather is perfect. It's beautiful.
I think it would be perfect if you would be able to come here during the winter and be lucky and get the fog in the morning.
Yeah. Isn't it pretty?
This day was so much more than I could have ever expected it to be.
I totally agree, but there's one question that still remains. And this is, what have we learned today? We have learned that if you're afraid of heights, then you probably shouldn't look down.
We've also learned that even in a national park like this, there is no escaping of the golden arches.
But perhaps most importantly, we've realized that if somebody tells you not to come here in December, don't listen to them. They probably just want the whole place to themselves. Friends, thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.